Hey everybody, I'm HondaPro Jason, and we are at SEMA 2015 at the Honda booth, of course. I'm going to show you guys all around the booth. I'm going to show you all of the 3 HRV builds, the new Ridgeline dirt truck and NSX, Ludacris's car, some race cars, and more. So follow me today. Let's have a great day. Honda brought this 2016 Honda Pilot out with what they're calling a blackout kit. So it's a black kit. It covers, the rims are black, the lug nuts are black, the wheel locks are black, the emblems front and rear, and the front grille is black. It really gives a distinct look to this car and really makes it look cool. The only thing I add maybe is some black tinted windows, but that's for you guys to decide. Let's see what else we got. Come on. 2016 Civic. This is really the first time it's been shown at any sort of auto show here in the States. They have the Touring Edition and they have pretty much every genuine accessory on it. I mean, SEMA Show is really about accessorizing your car, whether it be turbos or superchargers, wheels, whatever it is. So Honda brought all their genuine accessories here. So this car has door sills that are light up, chrome accents on the bottom, chrome door handles. It even has a wireless charger in the inside with some extra LED lights. It really makes this Touring stand out, as if the Touring didn't stand out already. Now for the Mad Industries 2016 Honda HRV. This is so cool. You know what? It's so cool that Honda gave all these builders these cars and said, hey, do whatever you want with them. And Mad Industry went nuts. They wrapped it in this beautiful white wrap. And these rims are awesome. Rotiform 3-piece forged wheels. The interior is all custom leather. The stereo is all done. The car is lowered. They put an intake and a special exhaust tip on it. The car looks outstanding and it's functional. I mean, this is the kind of car you could drive every day if you wanted to drive it, and it would be a head turner. And now for another awesome HRV build. I'm here with BC from Bisimoto Engineering. How are you?
I'm fine, Jason. How are you, sir?
Dude, I'm awesome.
Thank you.
And your build is awesome.
Thank you very much. You're very kind.
Most of what you do is technology builds.
Yes.
So it's more in the engine compartments.
Understood.
So with the HRV, what did you do?
Well, this time I really listened to my clientele. I've, in the years past, built crazy builds, done things that were absolutely amazing. Last year, I did a little bit of both. I did a mild and a wild with the fits.
Yeah, I remember.
So I had a 480 horsepower fit, which people love, but people want something they can relate to. And I did the one that was a little mild, little track vehicle that was very spec-like. People love that as well. So I got all this email correspondence and calls in. Basically, could you build something that I could do at home myself? I could do it as a bolt-on. And that brought me to the HRV we have today.
This is a bolt-on kit, you think?
This is designed to be a bolt-on kit.
Oh yes. Boy, tell me. Now I'm excited.
Thank you.
Now I'm excited.
The only caveat here is that it will need a slight battery relocation. So, the factory power plant, the R18 that comes in the new 2016 HRV is still in factory form.
Okay.
However, we have this bolt-on turbo kit system that still utilizes the factory MAF, still has an internal wastegate that makes things very, very simple. Still gives you the blink factor so you can show off the muscle under the hood, but also retains acceptable gas mileage and also can bump up the power to the tune of 230 horsepower on pump gas.
I'm sorry, 230?
230 horsepower on pump gas.
So 93 octane, just go to the store and fill her up.
And you're good to go.
This is going to surprise a lot of people.
Yes, it is.
But you didn't stop at the engine. You added some other things around the car, right?
Absolutely.
You did, what kind of wheels are on this?
Buddy Club wheels on here and Buddy Club suspension, full coilover kits, customized for this assembly, for this vehicle, and is now available to the public. A slew of Honda factory accessories as well.
Ah, smart.
Which is absolutely fantastic. You can get it at any dealer nationwide.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You went with a coilover kit
yes.
instead of an air ride.
That is correct.
What would the difference? Why would you go with that versus an air ride, do you think?
Well, it's a matter of taste. A lot of people tend to love static suspension.
Now, static is a coilover, and not adjustable.
And not adjustable. We can adjust it, but not on the fly as you could, or not when you're hard park. And that's what I pretty much did. That's, once again, demand. Good. So people love the coilovers. I did a bag system on my van, on my minivan. It's been great. But
that's your minivan with 1,024 horsepower that I actually drove. I drove this van, believe it or not. We were just hanging out at some event, and I was like, wow, I really like the van. He goes, take it for a ride. I'm like, really? Toss me the keys. It was awesome.
Thank you very much.
It was awesome. So what else on this? It's the wheels,
yes, wheels,
the turbo.
suspension.
What about the inside?
Well, the interior stuff, we also have some very nice body club seats that really has nice bolsters to keep you in place when you do any spirited driving. There's also a rear brace as well that we developed at Bisimoto Engineering that strengthens the chassis as well, in addition to allowing for a mounting point for the Crow seat belts as well.
So if someone wants to buy any of these parts, can they buy them through your website?
You can buy them through bisimoto.com without any challenge.
That's cool. BC, thank you so much for your time, brother. And the build,
good to see you.
Thank you. The build is awesome.
You're very kind.
Awesome.
And you know what? The best is yet to come.
Really?
Absolutely.
Do you have something in the works?
With Honda, we have some amazing things in the works. There's some great cars coming down the pipeline, and we're going to be right there to help really nurture that aftermarket support.
Stay tuned, guys. Bisimoto's got some crazy stuff coming. Now at SEMA, we're sitting in one of the HRV builds, and I'm here with Neil Tjin, part of Tjin Edition. Thank you for that one.
You're welcome.
Neil, how are you?
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, man. I want to start on the inside of your build because the inside's spectacular.
Thank you.
I mean, it's really, really cool. So tell me a little bit about what you did here, the design, and where it came from.
Okay, so this was a very quick build, as you know, and we'll talk about the outside. It was just over 4 weeks.
That's fast.
After we got the car from Honda. We teamed with the company in Indonesia called Signal.
Okay.
And you'll see them a little bit later with the body kit.
Cool.
We ended up shipping our interior to Indonesia. Yes,
the whole interior.
We took the seats, the center console, the dash pieces, the door panels.
Oh my gosh.
You'll hear the story, but the body kit came in a crate. We emptied the body kit out through the interior, but we worked with a company, like I said, in Indonesia venture, and they're awesome. Well, the cool thing is it's printed leather, and the technology hasn't quite hit the States yet, and it's a little different than my other builds. This might not fit with the Honda community, but it's kind of cool. Edsel Ford from Ford, Mr. Ford, saw this car.
I saw a picture of you with him
at dinner.
At dinner, that's pretty cool.
Very, very weird but awesome feeling. He wanted me to sit next to him, which was totally, you know, us. I'd rather sit across, hang out.
Yeah.
And we were actually talking about this car.
That's cool.
No joke. He came to the booth, but he loved the color, which is totally different what you see on the outside. But the material, like you said, drew his attention.
Okay.
So it's printed leather. So this is actually the same leather. You can feel the material, all the stitching. And then the cool thing is, there's two things with my kids. I have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, Kylie and Colin. You've seen him, Colin plays basketball, so he has his own CT logo. So we incorporated that into all our builds this year. Yeah, so this actually, my brother Tjin worked with a designer overseas who does a lot of the Nike stuff. Yeah. So you'll see it's got very influence, like a LeBron logo, Kobe, stuff like that. So we wanted to incorporate into the cars.
Nice. On the dash, everything. It's
we shipped them everything. We took this apart. You'll see it goes through the doors, through the door panels, the armor, even the stitching in the armrest. It's pretty cool. The leather is all high end. It's nothing, and it's like I said, it's cool because it went to Indonesia and it came back 4 days there, 4 days for the work, 4 days back, and then we reinstalled it at our shop.
You did it.
Yes, sir.
Since I don't know much about air, this is part of the air ride here, right?
Yes, sir. So this
is you control
the ride height. Okay. Yeah. So what we want to do with the body kit is had to be on air suspension, and most of our cars are in suspension anyway.
They are.
Rotorform built some really awesome 20 by 10.5, 20 by 12.5 inch wheels. So significantly wider than some of the stock HRVs. Yeah. So we worked with Airlift. No one produced a kit for this car yet. It's so new in the States, as you know. Right. So our shop, Unique Fabrication, worked with Airlift. They sent us the bag struts. We fabricated everything. So we're all gonna be selling an Airlift kit to go with the body kit, which we'll talk about. We're gonna sell all the parts for this will be available for the HRV. Sir. Let's take a look at the outside. Cool. Cool. Let's go do it. Let's do it. Yes, sir. So we saw the inside, and now you guys are going to be amazed at what they did to the outside. I mean, this color, I keep saying it's pink, but is it pink? It's pinkish.
Pinkish. Is there a name or something you customized?
No, my daughter, as I was telling you, wanted one for her. We did 3 builds. One.
Really?
My son got one.
Yeah.
The wife got one.
Yeah.
Daughter got one. And I got you.
Oh, how lucky.
Yeah, it's like a raspberry. It's like, we want it to be raspberry, but we worked with Exalta.
Okay.
They did a custom color for us. We found a paint chip she liked.
That was it.
Shipped it to Exalta. They make a color code.
Okay.
And the rest is history.
And the body kit. So this is the body kit you were talking about that came from Indonesia.
Yes, sir.
And with the headlights?
Yeah, the same thing. So the headlights, the fog.
You know what? Hang on. Let's talk to the people that did. Let's get you out of here. And why don't you guys come in here? Erwin, how are you, my friend?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. Andre?
Hi.
Good to see you, my friend. You guys are from Signal?
Yes, that's right.
Out in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And he told us a story that he literally took the seats and everything out of the car and shipped it to you.
That's right.
You guys had about 4 days, and then you shipped it back when you were done.
That's right.
And so you did the headlights?
Yes.
The body kit?
Yeah, of course.
Bumpers? What happened to the exhaust in the back? I can't find it.
It's right in the middle.
Oh, it's in the middle.
Because you have to remake the exhaust.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. And he talked a little bit about the body kit. It's going to be produced and possibly sold in America.
That's right. You can also find it in Europe and Japan.
And what is it? What is it made out of?
It's made of FRP.
FRP.
That's right.
It feels very strong.
Yes, right.
So, and tell me a little bit about the headlights.
Yep. It's all LEDs, 2 parts.
Yeah.
And then the high beam also LEDs. They're all LEDs.
And is part of this from the Japanese HRV?
It's Indonesian.
Indonesian. Okay.
Yep.
I knew it. I looked familiar somewhere, and these are awesome.
Yep. Those are LED running light.
They're really nice. I mean, it really sets the car off and makes it look different. And we spoke a little bit yesterday about another color you guys might be doing. You're going to be doing an orange one?
Orange, yes, right.
I have an orange car. My personal car is orange, so I can't wait to see what you guys do. This car turned out fabulous.
Thank you.
I mean, everyone that's been walking by has just stopped and just stared and went, wow, is that thing cool? So thanks again to Honda, and thanks to all the builders really stepping out of the box to build some awesome HRVs. The NSX has been shown pretty much everywhere, but this is the first time it's being shown at SEMA. They have it in this new blue color that's outstandingly cool. It is a production color, and the car looks awesome. From front to back, I've seen this car in pictures, and pictures only do it so much justice. When you see it in real life and you can get the 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, whatever it is, it's awesome, dude. It's so cool. Come on, I got another one to show you. I don't know if you guys know who Ludacris is, you know, the songwriter, the movie star, Fast and Furious dude. So Ludacris has a 93 Legend. He's had the car, it's one of the first cars he bought. He says it's one of his favorite cars to own. Well, he still drives it. It was on the cover of one of his albums, but about a few months ago, somebody hit it and crushed the rear quarter panel. So Acura reached out to him, and Acura said, hey, listen, we'd like to rebuild your car. Yeah, Acura is going to rebuild his 93 Legend. How awesome is that going to be? So they rebuilt it. They put some awesome metal flake in it. They put some 4- and 6-piston Willwood brakes on it. They went all out. Stereo system, CarPlay. This Legend has definitely been brought into the new 2015 era. It looks awesome. When you guys see this, if you guys ever have the chance to see this in person, I'm telling you, it's well worth it. A couple of unveilings though, on top of that, Honda just unveiled the new Ridgeline Baja version truck. This is obviously not a production truck. This one has a V6 twin turbo, over 550 horsepower, but the basic design and the understructure is going to be the same. It probably won't have 2 fuel, nozzles to fill it up, or the big jack in the back with the 2 big monster Baja tires. But this car is actually going to be racing in a couple of weeks. So that was one of the unveilings. The ludicrous car was the other unveiling, and the third one was a 2016 ILX that Gaplin Motorsports did. This car is a showstopper. Look at the gold paint. The body kit's awesome. And then in the back, which is probably my favorite part of the whole car, the exhaust is asymmetrical. So the exhaust sticks out of one side and the other side has this little red reflective light. It is the coolest thing ever. And those rims, man, those rims are sick. So Honda's really shown up this time, and they have an awesome display with tons and tons of cars on it. Let's see another one. This one here I'm going to show you guys is from Honda's new F4 Racing Series. So this is a 4-cylinder racing series where they take this car here that's basically an overgrown go-kart. They threw a they're using a 2.0 liter VTEC engine, and they race it around this track. I'm going to go to see some of the races later in 2016. I'm super excited. I've talked to the team, and they're excited to get this new series off the ground. It's going to be pretty awesome. I mean, F4 I think is going to take the world by storm, and people are going to really enjoy the grassroots racing like that. So follow me this way. Honda has a modified Pilot, 2016 Pilot. Totally modified, and it's trailering a new Pioneer 1000 that's also modified. So this is a Team Honda Racing Pioneer 1000 along with the Honda Pilot. It's got all the HPD stickers on it, it's ready to go. SEMA is all about accessories. So every car that Honda brought out, they loaded it up with accessories. The HRV with every accessory. They got the roof rack, they got the crossbars, they got accessory wheels on it. Let's see what they got back here. They got the HRV, they got the mat. If you guys buy an HRV, you have to get the mat. This thing is so cool. It says HRV, but it's just super pliable and really just awesome. So everything is on this car. Let's check this out though. See what they got on the inside. So I thought they have the door sills that light up blue. They have just tons and tons of cool little stuff here. And it's rare to see cars so accessorized. So that's what's neat about it. Next car, 2016 CRZ. Yeah, CRZ, don't give up on that car because it's not giving up on you. That was kind of cool actually. So what they did with the CRZ is they upgraded it. They gave it push button start, remote entry. They also changed it and added the lane watch camera. So when you hit your right hand turn signal, you see everything on the side, which means they had to update the audio screen. So above the LX, you're gonna get this beautiful display screen. They changed the front and rear bumpers, give it a little bit more aerodynamic look. I'm missing one thing, electronic parking brake. So now they brought the CRZ it's getting a little outdated. They really brought it up to the new year, which is awesome. That's something they needed to do. That brings us around everything. I mean, we saw the new Ridgeline, we saw the new Civic, we saw the CRZ. I brought you around the whole thing that's Honda. Now we're gonna bring you to some other spots of the area that have Hondas that's not Honda. And these cars are gonna blow you away. Now guys, I'm in front of the Rywire car, and there's many reasons I like this car, not just because it's orange, but because it's an awesome build that people have been watching online for what seems like years. This is Ryan. Ryan, how are you, brother?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. How long have you been building this?
Well, I think I acquired this car between 5 and 7 years ago. I don't even remember. My age is catching up to me. I have no idea. But let's just call it 6 years ago.
Okay.
The first year was a shell. The car was like in a ditch at one point. It was a complete junker.
Okay.
Yeah, and it literally didn't even have like lights or any body panels on it. It was bad. I got the car for like $900. So imagine what it looked like.
So this car started at $900.
Yes. Early on, I kind of realized I kind of wanted to do drag,
Yeah.
And then I realized really fast that, you know, I would need a bigger turbo. I'm gonna have to redo certain parts of the cage. And I'm like, you know what? I really kind of like time attack cars better. And that's what I had at the time. I was racing my CRX, etc. Right? So we went, okay, it's time attack car. It's gonna be a showcase of all of our work.
So did you do all the work yourself, or some of it got sent out?
Okay, so let's say the panels in the interior,
right?
And some of the like larger fabrication pieces.
Yeah.
ASC Speed Metal in San Diego built that stuff for me.
Okay.
I designed it in a way, like I told them exactly like how I wanted it, and then they, you
like
know,
these
said,
fenders.
These fenders.
These things are sick, bro. I mean, they're insanely cool.
These are metal. My buddy, my buddy Sonny at Burlingame Auto Body,
sick.
He painted the car for me.
Okay.
So what he did was, I said, you know, I want wider fenders in the front. I want a staggered front.
Of course.
You know, set up for road race time attack. He said, well, I'll do something custom for you. He showed me kind of what he was going with, and I saw an Evo 8 parked right next to it, and I said, I see what you did there.
That's awesome. So the engine.
Yes. I kept the head, I kept the trans. Well, this is a different trans now, but I originally was planning on a K20R trans.
Okay.
K20R head, and then I decided, you know, Accord engines can be acquired for so cheap.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
$400 or something like that. So I got a block, had it sent out, Golden Eagle sleeve, pistons, rods, yada, 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 corded head, webcams, and just did a full motor build, right?
Yeah.
And then halfway through, I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do about a transmission. Like, what's gonna work, you know? A Quaife sequential is an option.
Okay.
And I was like, it's a stretch because it's a lot of money. So we went with a billet transmission case from Billet Bell Housings.
Okay.
Quaife sequential, okay? I always wanted to do Motec, right?
Yeah.
So we have a Motec M1, which is their highest ECU, and it has now they have a system called GPRP. It's their GPR package, but with paddle shift.
Okay? Wait. This car has paddle shifters.
Correct.
This car has paddle shifters.
It's paddle shifted.
That's sick.
Thank you.
That is sick.
So it's a drive-by-wire. Okay, so it's electronic throttle.
Okay.
So what I can do with that is that actually can control my throttle blips and downshifts when I'm on the racetrack.
Well, that's smart.
So it's going to be pretty insane.
And the size turbo you went with?
62 with a 65 exhaust. So I mean, you know, it'll probably do like 700. There's not a full tune in the car yet.
Right.
It'll probably do 700, but I don't want 700. We're probably going to do around 550, something like that.
Well, I can't wait to see this thing on the track.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be pretty good.
Hey, Ryan, thanks, brother. Thanks for everything. If they want to hear more about Rywire, where can they go?
Well, I got a video on YouTube, so search for that.
Okay, just a Rywire Integra?
Yeah, you can search. You can
just
search
Rywire, it'll show
Rywire
up.
LLC in a search. I think that's what we just put it up.
Awesome.
Really cool video. Tells me a lot. It tells a lot about my background and how we started, and very grassroots. You know, I didn't come from a family of money or anything like that. And visit Rywire.com.
Cool.
And you can, you know, see all the products. If you want something custom, a little bit maybe on the crazy side, doesn't matter what kind of car you have. Drop me an email. Ryan at Rywire.com.
Got it. Cool. Thanks, brother. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So you guys, we've seen some race cars, some track cars, some modified show cars. Now I'm going to show you one sick time attack car. This is Will's Civic. Will, how are you?
I'm doing great, Jason.
Good. So your Civic, I saw at Grid Life, West Michigan.
Absolutely.
And it set a record there, didn't it?
Yeah, at Gingerman Raceway.
What record did it set?
It set a new front-wheel drive record on track.
This is a track car. You don't drive this on the street.
No, not at all.
There's no headlights in there. There are no headlights in this car.
No.
No headlights. This is just the track.
Yeah.
So
it's a thoroughbred.
It's a thoroughbred. And how long have you owned it?
I basically built this car this year. We started the build in February, finished it in May, and competed right at Road Atlanta with basically a week to spare in building it.
Oh my God! What now? Did you buy it? Was it a full regular car like someone could buy at the store?
This was originally a brand new car actually from the dealer, and one of my fellow race teams actually basically got me the shell for it, and
that's cool.
I built off of there.
And what year is it?
It's a 2012.
And what engine's in it?
It has a K24 engine.
Turbocharged.
Turbocharged with the Borg-Warner EFR.
Borg-Warner EFR, go ahead.
Yeah, an EFR 9174.
Okay.
It makes 660 wheel horsepower, 480 foot-pounds of torque at 18 PSI. The thing is an absolute monster. It's a blast to drive. So.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So are you done with the build, or are there more things you want to do with it?
There's lots more planned.
Yeah?
Yeah, the power's going to go up quite a bit. The weight's going to come down quite a bit. The aerodynamic's going to get increased a lot.
Okay, you already have fenders that are hollowed out and like bowed out. And what else? And there's nothing in the interior left.
So there's going to be some carbon fiber development that's actually going to happen.
Really?
Yeah. So our target is really extreme. Like we plan to get this car extremely fast. You know, possibly the fastest in the world for a front-wheel drive car, and that's the target with it.
The target again is the fastest in the world. In the world. So the Globe, I'm going to be talking to the guy maybe in a year.
Maybe in a year.
That might have the fastest front-wheel drive in the world. That'd be pretty sick.
That would be pretty sick. As a goal, that would be like crazy.
That'd be awesome. Now, I normally say I'd love to get a ride in people's cars. Unfortunately, there's one seat, so that would leave your lap. So I'm not going to get a ride in this car, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, unless you want to hang on to the bars, but no.
Well, the car looks awesome, and I really look forward to seeing it on the track again.
Absolutely.
So thanks, brother. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Cool. Hondata or Hondata, does it really matter? Probably not. What Hondata does is they make ECUs. So you need a new computer for your car when you go turbo, like this case sight on my side, or turbo, like this SI on my other side. You need a computer to control all that, and that's what this company does. They're awesome. They've been around forever. I use them in the last 3 cars that I've built, and most of the industry uses them, so it's awesome. This completes my SEMA Show. My coverage is over. Hope you guys enjoyed what I showed you. The HRVs were sick. That Ridgeline was insane. All those builds were great. And of course, the Hondata booth. So thanks for everyone that gave me interviews today. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate your time and hope everyone had fun. As always, I'm the HondaPro, and now you're in the know.